Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome. She dared to ask me for £500,000 just because she heard I paid a deposit of £500,000 for a property for my son in the UK. Is it your money? Do you know which of my son owns that property? You just assume that it is Baby T's property and decided to start, getting upset, troubling everybody and troubling me. I am done with your trouble already. I am already done. The great lion expressed anger, to his elders, trying to tell them what has been going on. In fact, some of the things that he said to his elders were very shocking. The elders never believed that these things were actually happening in the palace. So what this drama is all about is that recently there was this property that they advertised in London or UK, I don't know, somewhere around the UK. And then the great lion had to pay £500,000 for one of those properties. And he made mention of the fact that he is buying that property for his son. So you know that right now he's got 3 sons. So nobody, he never said which son. He never said if it's Baby T or anybody, but automatically, they just assume that it's going to be for Baby T. After all, Baby T is the only one who truly matters to him, according to what they think, which he said is not so. The reason why he does some of these things with Baby T, for Baby T, is because the mother was there. They had these plans before things took a different turn, okay? They had these plans and all of that. And he says Baby T happens to be the one that opened the door for him. If not for the Baby T, he does not know where he would have been by now. And so Baby T is very special to him. And, a lot, okay? Then you and I know that when a man loves a woman, So you and I know that when a man loves a woman, these things just happen naturally. He doesn't have to force himself, or he doesn't get to force himself to do certain things. He goes ahead and he does these things. And now this is not going well at all with Ebony. So as soon as she got that information that a property was bought in the UK for by the Great Lion, and the Great Lion says for his son, she didn't bother to know which sons. Maybe it's her own son, maybe it's the Oletic son, or maybe it's the Jewel son. Nobody knows, because the Great Lion did not mention. She got angry that right now the Jewel has the Eastern Height. The Jewel has the house in Abuja. The Jewel has the royal mansion. The Jewel has so many things. At what point would they begin to think about their own kids, especially her? And these things are things that she deserves, not the Jewel. Like when the Jewel had the only son, one would have said, okay, the Great Lion was doing this because of his only son, but right now there are other sons. She also has a son. She happens to be that one that was betrothed, like from young, a very young age, to the Great Lion. She deserves to have the best chance, a better chance, and all of that. And so why is the Great Lion focused on the Jewel and all of that? You do know that they said the hospital in Lagos, Baby T has a share of the hospital. So apparently they are thinking that everything right now is for Baby T, is for the Jewel and all of that. What is that thing that is actually coming to them? And so this is not something that, it's not something that she wants to hear. She is upset, like, what is going on? They said that was what caused this heavy wahala that you are hearing right now. It is not a small thing. And so the Great Lion has come out to say, so because I gave something to my son, you went and sat down with those Mbrukem lawyers to tell me to give you £500,000 from where? How much have you contributed? Yes, we all know that Blow Blow brings up to 150,000, a million naira to the royal coffers. How much are you bringing? We do know that Dr. Sapphire brings up to 270, sometimes 300 million from different apps to the royal coffers, how much are you bringing? How much are you bringing? Now, of the 6 women that are inside the palace right now, you see Sapphire number 1. They say some months 300 million, some months 320, some months 270. So that the least Sapphire brings in is 270. Baby Aku, the business that they did once, they said she brought in 25M. And that 25M was like in 3 months. And how can you, of all people, be asking for 500,000 pounds? Or Guinea dinner, wait, I know they cost more money for that una arrangement. What is that? The Great Lion got very mad. That one of the biggest problems that Ebony has is jealousy. Jealousy that no matter what you do for Ebony, as long as Ebony is okay if you're not doing anything for the jewel. Don't do for Ebony, she can take care of herself. Do not do for Ebony, don't do anything for her, but as long as you are not doing for the jewel, she is fine. But do the whole world for her and do same for the jewel. That is the problem. They said it was getting really, the tension was even getting high. Voices were raised and all of that when one of Ebony's elders came again and said that the Kabiyesi is the one causing all the problems. That the reason why these women are behaving like this because of the marginalization that is coming from the Great Lion. That if the Great Lion will ever think of how to treat them equally, that all of these things will not be happening. That is the fault of the Great Lion. And the Great Lion needs to take responsibility for what he is doing. That when the Great Lion said he wanted to buy property for the son, he would have mentioned the son. That everything from time immemorial has always gone to the jewel. And that is why everyone, that others are not talking because they have been overwhelmed to talk. That they are angry, they are not happy. Now, what is this thing about the jewel here, the jewel there, the jewel here, the jewel there? Was the jewel not there when you got married? In fact, they ban blah, 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 blah. Now, so Kabiyesi do made a pursue and come up for that meeting. In fact, Kabiyesi was getting so mad. Others even asked the elder to leave. So, who knows if this property that they are buying now is for Ebony's son? Nobody knows. But Ebony feel like, okay, under the circumstances now, there is no way in the hell that Kabiyesi will say he wants to buy a property for her son. And that happens to be the reason why Ebony has been so mad at everything that is going on in the palace. So that is the drama that is going on. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.